What's up, everyone? Brian and Harry here in the home shop. Finally back to it after our little BMX hiatus. And I want to thank everyone who actually got involved with watching and commenting on all that stuff. That was like a BMX reunion for me. I honestly talked to some people that I hadn't talked to in like 24, 25 years. It was super rad. Chad, awesome to talk to you, bud. God, I don't know, so many people. So, and reconnecting online and social media and all that good stuff. It's pretty rad how much a old school and new school and whatever school BMX community can bring people together. And I'm super stoked about that just because we had such a cool era back then. And I mean, every era is rad in their own way. I mean, they have their own era. The people before us had their own era, but that was just something that was really special to a lot of us that we really enjoyed. And it was just super cool to get everyone back together. But we're not done with the BMX, and let me explain. So, as we were going through all this, and as we were reconnecting with people, in the midst, totally unplanned, of all these videos going down, I happened to reconnect with my buddy, Mike Rogers. Very good, personal best friend from back in the day, when I first started riding and realizing that there was more to BMX than Huffy and Murray bicycles. Yeah, wouldn't you know it? And he's actually the person who got me into S&M bikes. And so at the moment that I decided I really wanted to start taking BMX seriously, he said, buy an S&M. So I was like, cool, sounds rad, love it. The first thing I did was go to my local bike shop, looked in their catalogs, and I saw the old S&M Holmes. So I bought that bike and built it from scratch. And luckily, I kept a majority of the parts that I had on that bike. And so I figured, in keeping with what we got going on right now, and something that this guy and myself have been wanting to do for a long time, yeah? Like how long? About 3 years since he realized what it is. We were just like, you know what? Let's freaking build it. I got the OG wheels. I got the stem. I got some other stuff is kind of but for the most part, it's all there. So we're going to freaking build this thing. What do you think? You ready? God, crap. Maybe if we try it this way. Let's go. Jesus, we missed. No, just crap. All right, headbutt. Ow! That didn't work out as planned. So anyways, he's got a freaking hard head. So we got to make some adjustments. We actually have this cool little BMX zone in our home shop. So let me just give you a quick run through. That's all of it. So before we get going on starting our S&M Holmes, there she is, we need to make some room and get rid of, yeah. All right, perfect. So now that we got this space all cleared up, I have some parts. Oh yeah, that's an OG Wedgie Jackson. That's right, suckers. And some other parts that we need to get organized, pull down, and put into place. And then from there, we can go through an inventory of what we got. So let's move some parts. All right, so number one part, we're going to bring this frame down. So Harry's going to jump on the ladder, grab that for us. Go for it, buddy. Be very careful, please, with all that, because it's super, like, yeah. You just need to pull it this way. Pull it, yeah, that way. Yeah, and then get the nose to nose down. There you go. There she is. Oh, my God, look at that. And then hand it to me. Here, I can see what I'm... Oh, God! All right, yeah, don't worry. Don't worry about that. She's fine. She just still buff right out. All right, so we're going to start collecting our pieces. That's an important one right there. And then now I think we're just going to, we're going to work on getting the rest of these and figuring out kind of what we're missing. Yeah, we're just going to keep going. So anyways, let's point out the amazingness that is this frame. So what we have is a 1994 S&M Holmes with a 21-inch top tube. And the rear 990s. I think this was the first year or second year with the 990s. But this thing is in great freaking condition. The decals are a little bit worn. I mean, I was wiping this thing down every day after we rode trails and street and all that good stuff, and I freaking love this thing. We do have the Holmes head decal in the front. There is a gyro bottom base on this one, but I'm not going to run a gyro on it, so we're going to take that off. And then, yeah, she's pretty just raw and ready, but I'm freaking stoked because she has withstood the test of time and came from one house to the other with me whenever I moved and survived a divorce. And yeah, so I'm stoked to be putting her back together. All right, next part. And as we run through the parts and just kind of in general, I bust out my old photo albums and we're going to do little like flashes of the pictures. I like that little flash. 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 You know, the old school times and when we used to go around and thrash. Good times. All right, next up is one of my favorite parts that I've held on to. And I've heard, I know there's a lot of purist enthusiasts and hardcores out there, but I get that you guys research this stuff a lot, but I heard that the Wedgie Jackson is actually really hard to find, and this is OG S&M Redneck, and no, the decal on the front, I put that on there, but this is OG 1-inch threaded with the OG Wedgie Jackson that we're going to be slipping on there. So I'm freaking stoked on this thing because I bought this with the frame when I got these two together. So I'm really excited about that. And I think the next thing, I didn't get with the frame and the wedgie, but I did get around that same area. And these I'm really pumped on. So check this out. So these are OG Peregrine 48 spoke sealed bearing hubs and wheels. And these things, along with the frame and along with the stem, have come with me to every household. Also made it through a divorce. Oh, God. And those are all OG right there. So this whole package was together from the get-go at one point, and I don't think I have anything else from that original setup, which we will find out as we continue to build up on it. So, but the forks that I have are actually junkers, and the reason why is because I didn't want to go out and spend money on forks that didn't belong with this bike, and I also didn't want to not build it. So I'm using these for now. I stamped them S&M. I know they're not S&M. I know it's okay. It's going to be all right. But the pitchforks that I originally had on this bike are about $180. And I don't have $180. So if you got $180 and you want to send me a set of S&M pitchforks, then text me, message me, and I'll give you my mailing address. So in the meantime, we're going to put those on and then make that work for now because it's the only set of threaded forks I have. So yeah, so. All right, and then the next item little Harry's gonna get. Oh, well, there's actually, I was gonna have you get something else, but that is one of them. What? So the seat.
This one or that one?
No, the Primo.
There's another seat back there.
I don't even know what the other one is. So this one right here, this seat is a little older than this era, but at one point I had the Primo seat on there. So we're gonna just go ahead and put that back on. I actually, when I first built these bikes, or this bike when I was younger, I had, I think, a mountain bike seat on it. I didn't even have a specific BMX seat. So at one point or another, I ended up putting a Primo on there. So that's what's going back on. And one of the last pieces that I'm really excited about, well, not last, actually, I'm sorry. Jeez, we still got a crap load of stuff. I mean, who would have thunk that you could build a bike just out of that? Gee, the more you know. So anyways, one of the more important pieces that you need for a complete bike, Harry's going to grab, which is the S&M slam bars that are tucked away in our little section back here, our forks and handlebar section. Oh yeah, those are UGPs. Yeah, there you go, those graveyard bars. I know some of you guys are looking at those. But we have a nice pair of slam bars, and these aren't OG to the build. These ones were ones that I got later in life. But they actually have the wrong stickers on them because I had the actual slam bar stickers with the guy in the basketball. But these will work, so because they're slam bars still, and they're functional, and they're chrome, so they're gonna match up. And yeah, so let me think. What else? What other major pieces are we missing here? Oh, all right, and then behind, yeah, Harry knows what to get. Behind the Shadow Conspiracy cranks, we have, yeah. Oh. And everyone who's ridden BMX knows what's up with these. And these are actually profiles. I had and rode GTs and profiles for years and years and years. And these are actually the profiles that are unstamped from back in the day. And yeah, let's see, what are they? 182s. Nice. So I usually run 175s, but these will work. So, especially because I honestly think these are the first ones that were on this bike. So, I know I've had GTs on there as well. Oh my God, we got an avalanche going. An avalanche of retro parts. Sweet. Quality problems. So we got those. And then I actually, I never really had specific pedals that I rode. I mean, because we were breaking pedals all the time, tell you the truth, riding street and whatnot. So we're just going to find a good set of 3-piece pedals to put on there. I did run Primo tenderizers for a long time on most of my other bikes, especially for flatland. But for now, we'll just have to, yeah, we'll find a set. We'll find something decent. I mean, I have some cool pedals on my Blammo or my Zippo, and I think, yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. So for now, we got the basis of what we need. So we're going to do a little cleanup on it and get that together, make it all nice and shiny chrome, and kind of inventory a little bit. We do have some tires and tubes down there behind Harry's butt cheeks. And then, yeah, I think we'll start to build, make some stuff happen, Captain. So from this angle, it looks like never. All right, so she's mostly clean. We're gonna clean more as we go, and just we'll get her together as we need to. But I just realized as we were cleaning and putting parts over here, that we just cluttered our area. So we're gonna take all of this stuff and, all right, so that was easy. And now we're gonna take all those parts and we're going to put them right about there. Perfect. But let's go ahead and let's grab that frame there, Harry. Let's go ahead and throw it up on our stand. And I think we'll get to our first little task at hand here. So, yeah, let's make this happen. How's she lock in? She lock in good? You may need to tighten it up a little bit on the clamp part. So for those of you who don't want to spend a ton of money on like the Park Tools tripod setup and all that, I think this thing was like $30 online on Amazon. And we've been using it like crazy since we've been building stuff. So yeah, good little tool to have. But I think the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pop that freaking gyro piece off, because it is not something we're gonna reuse. Initially when I built this bike, I just had cable. I didn't have gyro on it because I was dirt jumping a lot and wasn't really into bar spins or tail whips at the time. So we're just gonna take that thing off of there. All right, so some of you are gonna recognize this this old school method. We're gonna be using an old C-post and a regular household hammer to pound this out. So, you know how this is. The struggle is real. Woo! Jeez. There she is. Boom, bam. And that's just how it was back then. We made stuff work, even if it was with a hammer and an old rusty pipe. So, yeah, I'm going to have Harry help build some of this stuff. But when it comes to things that might, like, potentially scratch or dent or do, I may pull things away from him. So, but for the most part, he's going to be helping build most of it. So, but with that off, now we can put the old cup back on, and then we'll start getting to finding out if we honestly have a majority of the right bearings for it. So, because I think we'll just go ahead and put the forks on right off the bat and freaking make this stuff happen. So, let's do it. Now, I know some of you know this old method where you go over to Papa's house and borrow his vise to get your cups in, because the bike shop was either closed or they wanted to charge you $20 to use their compression tool. But we're gonna get this one started, or not.
Oh my goodness. And then
We're gonna go old school. There we go. She almost there. Now, when it starts to cut a perfectly good circle in your towel, you know she's good. Oh. All right, so we have an array of parts in here, and I'm actually going to have this guy look for the right headset bearings and see if we can't get a nice match. I don't have any of this stuff labeled. I totally should. But there was a point where I was working on stuff pretty nonstop, and I just remembered where everything was at, and now I have no freaking clue. So, yeah. Hopefully I have a set of 1-inch. If I don't, then we're going to have to probably rob a bike. Oh, I have plenty of sprockets, though. That's good. So, we don't really need the sprocket right now. Hot diggity! Alright, we're going to look for this. So we got our bearings, and Harry's gonna lube up inside the cups, so that way we can slap those in, and then we'll go ahead and put some on the bottom of these forks as well. And then we can throw our forks on, which will be nice. This thing actually hasn't seen a set of forks in like I think literally like 20, probably 20 years. Longer than you've been alive, kid.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. We're going to get to that and just lay that on thick. You don't have to be skimpy about it. God, is this the longest freaking thread in the world or what? Jesus! Moment of truth. Nice, nice. Let me see the bottom cup, please. I actually need to grab a washer for this too. And these actually, by the looks of it, might be too tall. No, those are bottom brackets. So that, yeah, there you go, in there. So I'm gonna have to use some other washers to space this out.
I don't have any washers. So
Yeah, we'll find some. All right, so we kind of ran into our first official complication. Nothing too crazy. We did kind of have to rig something a little bit. But if you remember being a young teenager, it's just how we rolled. We used to make things work. And it's kind of what we had to do with this for now until I can get a proper headset. So, and apparently a proper washer. Because this one isn't fitting. Ah, and now it's stuck. Okay. Next. As in next, I mean next washer. It'll probably fit better than that one, hopefully. Oh my God. Or not. Maybe I should have gotten all these parts together before I started building this thing, huh? Yeah, but what's the fun in that? Ain't no fun. That's definitely not for a headset. That's definitely not for a headset. What'd you do with all the headset bolts, Harry? Or washers, I mean. You hiding them? Oh my gosh. Way too big. Nope. Nope. There it is. Perfect. Perfect. Definitely not perfect. Perfect.
mm-hmm.
All right, so that was a serious pain in the butthole, but we finally got the spacers that we needed to where it didn't feel like overly sloppy. And it's not the prettiest job in the world, but she's gonna work. But now, at least with that being all nice and tight, we can put this piece on. This is a very pivotal moment and something that I have not seen in a long time. Harry, go ahead. Oh no! Oh no! I know exactly what that is. There's something in the way in the forks. Something in the way.
Something in the way.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Really? Ellen, it's nothing crazy. But it is in the way. All right, so somewhat crisis averted. So unfortunately, and I remember this from back in the old school, I was running front brakes on this bike at one point, and so I actually ran a stem bolt that had a hole. It was hollowed, and the original wedgie did not have that option. So this is going to go back on once we get the S&M forks. I am putting this back on, but in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and use this one so we can at least piece it together, because the forks that we have on there now have some like metal burrs in it and stuff that won't allow you to put the wedgie all the way through. So here, let me show you. So if you look down, you can see that it's not perfectly rounded all the way, and so that's stopping the wedgie from going in enough. So yeah, we're just going to put it in like this for the sake of building. Go for it, kid! Because I don't want to hold this up any. And I'd rather it just be all nice and boom bamity. There you go. That was super uneventful. And that, ladies and gents, is something that those two have not been together like that in a build form in a long time. So that's pretty freaking rad. Pretty stoked. Yeah, just get her good. Good enough for now. All right, so now that that sucker's on, Harry's gonna put the bars on, and I'm actually gonna look for the seat clamp and proper size seat post up in that big old collection. That's gonna go on there. So that way that's all ready, and then yeah, Harry will get those slam bars on, and then I think after we do that, we're gonna call it for the night and get back on this tomorrow. So go for it. Oh, and you know what? Guess what? I decided we're gonna go ahead and use. Dun dun dun. They're not era correct, but I do have a set of S&M grips I've been holding on to forever. Harry talked me into go ahead and using them, so we're gonna do it. But yeah, let's get these bars and seat on, and let's go eat some freaking quesadillas. Some quesadillas. Okay, so those are on, and they're looking good. And then I honestly couldn't find a seat post to work, which sucks. But we do have another bike up there that I'm thinking might have the right size. And if it doesn't, then we'll just have to figure something else out. I generally don't like to rob Peter to pay Paul, but, you know, we're not riding that bike, so we may have to do it anyways. But yeah, we'll see. So in the meantime, she's looking pretty dang good up to this point. Yes. But it's time to call it for the evening. Oh, and as I was looking up here for the right size seat post, I pulled down the old hammer pads. Who remembers the hammer pads? Yes, love it. These were my skate park knee pads. I freaking love these things. I thought I was just like the most badass rider in the world when I was wearing these. And it turns out I just sucked. I'm just kidding. I was pretty good. So, yeah, boom, bam. That's a good like point to call it for the evening. So, yeah, we need to adjust the forks a little bit more. But that looks good. She's freaking getting there. I'm so stoked. Oh my God. I seriously haven't seen it like this forever. Oh, yeah, and I did find the original seat post clamp. This one, so it's a GT, but this is the actual seat post clamp that I put on this bike when I first built it back in the 90s. So, and I've held on to that forever too. So I'm freaking super pumped on that we found it. But yeah, it's time to go munch on some freaking quesadillas. Damn it, Napoleon, go make yourself a quesadilla.
Get off, Napoleon. Make yourself a dang quesadilla.
Fine. Quesadilla. So, a little cleanup and quesadilla time. Alrighty then. Back to it. Another day. Another bike build thing. You know what? Whatever. So anyways, we're back to it. But only for a little bit. Because we, Jesus. Oh my God. Look at this lighting. That's badass. This was good deals, by the way. Amazon for these little strips. Awesome. Just plug and play. Boomity bamity. But anyways, that's story here nor there. We're just going to do something really quick because we ended up spending the entire day at Rhonda's folks' house for early Easter up at Heritage Ranch. But I'll put all the footage at the end. And we had an awesome time there. And I thought I was going to have a little extra time to work on the bike. But yeah, I'm just going to do a couple more things and then we'll just have to part two this sucker, which is totally okay with me. So I figured just because I want to see it, that I would at least get the wheels and tires on and kind of mocked up in place, and then we'll call her good. So yeah, so let's freaking just jam this really quick and kind of just do that little mock-up action and see how she looks, and then we'll go from there. All right, something that I need to do. Oh no, especially because I took these off a long time ago, is find the old nuts that go with the old axle nuts. And I think I still have a couple of the OGs. Oh my gosh, if I have all 4 of them, I'm gonna be so stoked. Oh no, I only have 3. Damn it. These are the OG Peregrines. I believe, I'm pretty sure, because I kind of remember this washer. It could be wrong, but I just like distinctly remember that from my earlier childhood or teenagehood or whatever. The back in the hood, you know what I mean? Keep it gangster, y'all.
Keep it gangster, dog. Keep it gangster. Keep it gangster, dog. Keep it gangster. Keep it gangster, dog.
Just please don't shake me, because I totally messed that up. But whatever. You know what I was going for. All right, in keeping with the stalkers, or stock nuts. You know what I mean. I am going to use the 3 original ones that I have, and then I just found this, which is awesome. This is an old chain tensioner that I made back in the day, actually in high school. I made this, or no, in my buddy's shop. That's what it was, and I'm going to slap that thing back in there because this thing was awesome. I love that back in the day. But for now, I'm just going to get the nuts and washers in place, and then we'll slap it on the bike and then call her good for the night. All right, so these axles are going to be super freaking long. But, we were riding pegs back in the day, so it's all good. These are probably replaced anyways. I'm sure I've replaced them quite a few times because we used to snap axles all the time when we would ride street. You guys know what I mean. So we would always go to the local hardware store or Home Depot, and then you just get all thread and you got new axles. So these are going to either have to be cut down or, we're just going to have to figure something out with them. But in the meantime, we'll just run them as is. And I just realized something. I need to put on some lock nuts on these before I slap these on. That go onto these as well, because it looks like we took them off a while ago. Yeah! All right, let's try this one more time, shall we? Oh, and I better get the right direction situated. Yep, there we go. All right, front wheel going on. There we go, nice. Yeah, those are definitely waiting for some freaking pegs on those suckers. All right, let's just snug them down a little bit more. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Them fingers are like vice grips, baby. Oh, nice. She spins still? Yeah, like freaking butter. Oh, that's so awesome. Ooh, yeah, those axles do hang out quite a bit. So, there's actually a photo of my buddy Mike that has his calf hanging out of his, or calf muscle hanging out of his calf from having axles too long like that. Cue the photo here. Or there too, from another one. Oh, and there is the picture of us with the doctor there. All right, so now that we got that, we'll get a couple more of them nuts on the rear wheel and at least get this thing set up, and then we're gonna call it good. But freaking stoked on having that front wheel back. Oh my God, stay, Jesus. I'm so stoked on having that on. Just, it's coming together. It's coming to, why am I doing, why, that's so weird. I don't, okay. Anyways, so let's make this happen. All right, let's get this last little bit on there. Well, this wheel at least. Oh my god, I put up no fight. Perfect. Oh crap. Yeah, I love these little chain tensioners. That thing just slips right on there just like that, and the bolt stays right in the middle of the dropouts. Oh, there you go. Just freaking rad. So now we just, oh, and these are so long. Oh, that is so bad. But it is all good. We'll figure it out. But at least for now, we can just get it locked into place and then work out the other details later. So, and this axle's actually still a little bit bent, especially on the, oh crap, I did this, God. Oh, we gotta take two. I totally went opposite side on this thing. What am I thinking? All right, let's flip-flop this biscuit, which means we gotta flip-flop the tire too. Ooh. All right, let's try this again, shall we? Only on the right side this time, Brian. There we go. That'll work. And we'll just max her out for now until we can adjust. Let's see here. All right. Oh, perfect. Now we got at least 3 feet of axle on each side, you know, because obviously we need that much. And now, of course, this side won't unthread. And now that side won't. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Oh my god, I forgot how long this thing is. Oh, jeez. That's freaking awesome. All right, there she is in all her glory, in all freaking 4 feet long of her. Oh my goodness. But look at that. She is back. She is back into definitely looking more like the bike that I remember from, wow, long time ago. So definitely a good 25, 30 years. Yeah, 30 actually. Be about 30 years. So, which is freaking amazing. But yeah, we got some key components on there. Some stuff's fighting us. Some stuff ain't working. We're rigging some stuff. But that's the fun of it. And quite honestly, working on this and putting this thing together is reminding me of some of the ups and downs we had to go through as kids and how we literally had to use our basic knowledge and skill of figuring things out to make stuff happen, in a sense. Because, you know, we had our dads and stuff, but they didn't always want to work on our freaking BMX bikes with us, especially when we're breaking them all the time from all the riding that we were doing back then. So some of us had pops to help out. Some of us were just like, screw it, I'm going to figure it out on my own. But that's freaking cool. I'm so stoked on that. It feels so good to just see it kind of somewhat back together again. And it gets me even more pumped to want to like take it out and physically ride it. I know some people, they like to hold on to these. I do have some like collector bikes myself that you guys have probably seen. They're hanging up on my wall in our living room. And those ones, for the most part, you know, I won't touch. And this one, I kind of want to do the same thing. But at this point, seeing it, like, makes me really want to ride it again. So, but yeah, we're going to kill it. But we do have some more stuff to put on later. So let's check it out really quick. So on the next episode, we'll finish it up for sure. But we're going to throw down our crank set, the brakes, because we do still got to put the rear brakes on. And I honestly didn't have like an era correct sprocket, front sprocket, but I do have this old school Sagino, and it's a 44 tooth, and I used to run 44s, and this is one more of those things where we use what we had, and this is what I got, so that's what's going on. And that is actually somewhat similar to kind of like the setup I had anyways, kind of, because back in the old school, I actually used to run this profile Spider with 44's tooth gears on it. So that's not too far off from something like that. And the color will look cool on it anyways. So we'll set that up, you know, we'll put the grips on, we'll start like tightening and tuning and doing all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm freaking pumped with just this for now, because this is bringing back some memories and super, super stoked. So with all that, thank you guys so much as usual for joining with all the shenanigans, and when we kind of get off course on things and decide to build a BMX bike. So we're super excited to keep going on some other projects. I'm excited, honestly, really excited just to get this thing together. So it's been something that's been needing to happen, and even if it's not perfect right off the bat, at least it's something, and it gets that kind of rhythm going to really start finishing up some stuff, because I have bunch more up there that I can do too, and it's fun for the boys to learn this stuff as well. So yeah, after this we will get back to, I think, the Wasteland Racer. We got to get jamming on that thing, because I just realized, Rhonda was mentioning on the way back home tonight, we have 174 or so days until then, so it's creeping up quick, so I better get my ass in gear. So we'll end up getting back on that, but yeah, thank you guys for once again joining us and sticking around for some more other shenanigans. We appreciate all the support on all our shorts too. We've been loving doing the shorts. It's been funny and fun, and the kids crack up and I crack up over them. And so we've been doing some trend stuff. We've been doing some of our own stuff. We've just been it's just been cool. So thanks to everyone who's been clicking on those and liking those. And as always, for all the comments, support, and for everyone who's joined in on the BMX thing we got going on. And it's good to hear from everyone. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys again, or see you again, or I don't know. I'm still in a coma. So we'll see you soon. And don't forget to check out our Amazon wish list if you guys want to support the channel. There is stuff in there that goes kind of just towards what we need in the shop and for projects and stuff. It's a good way to, if you like what you see, then help, just kind of continue things going on. It really helps us, because we're not like, we're not rich. we need support too. I can only do so much with what I got, and we got a lot, but still, some of these things just need to get done. So, but anyways, for all of you who've already supported and sent stuff, thank you so much. We love you. For all of you who haven't sent stuff, thank you so much. We love you. We're just a bunch of lovers. And we'll see you in the next one, or in the next short, or something. All right, I'm going to shut up. It's couch time. It's time for Relaxation Station. Happy Easter, everybody. Actually, it's Saturday. It's a day early, but we're out here at Heritage Ranch, Lake Nacimiento, for the little Easter egg hunt. And we get to do the cool behind-the-scenes thing with the delivery of the Easter Bunny, because Rhonda's parents are the ones who organize the transportation, which is sweet. So, yeah, the boys are a little old to be doing this, but we got grandbabies who can still do it. So we're going to head down to the park here in a sec and have some fun. Oh yeah, and I'm a little butthurt that I can't get eggs either. Whatevs. Private Easter Bunny shoot. Nice.
No, not your mouth open. Eyes right here. Let's make it quick and easy.
That's too many teeth, kid.
Look at Nana.
Way too many teeth.
Okay.
Oh my God, the Easter Bunny's headless. Sometimes it's a little hard for the Easter Bunny to navigate stairs. Easter Bunny's been spotted. Uh-oh. We've been spotted. Been spotted. There goes the Bun Buns! Bun Buns on the move. We got the Bun Buns on the move. On the move. On the move. On the move. Alright. Not every day you get to see a Easter Bunny in the back of a John Deere! John Deere bunny! Alright. We're doing the old walk to the Easter zone. Harry had to give me some of my beef jerky chew. And he doesn't run. Run, Harry! Run! Harry, run! Harry, run! Run! Yeah, he doesn't run. He doesn't run. Thank you. See, look at that. See, look how serious he is. He just will not run. Yep, time to go see the Easter festivities. Unfortunately, we're literally right around the corner from the Easter zone. And the clouds broke for us because it was raining on the way here. There's some darkness, but I think we're gonna be all right. Let's go have some Easter fun, mofos. It's a pretty popular event every year. People not only come from, obviously, Heritage Ranch, but from all over. But it's freaking fun. And you get to walk in the middle of the street. Breaking the law, breaking the law. And that's literally the end result of just one age group. And there's still this whole field with all the other ages. But this one can't do it anymore, and he is sad.
I really do not care.
Totally care. He cares. He really wants the golden egg.
No, I want to go back.
You want to go back where?
To grandma's house.
Oh, that's right. He's got his RC truck. You gotta support the kiddos, though. Support the kids. Release the hounds! Now just let him go. Release the hounds!
Oh my gosh, kid!
Good job, baby.
There they are.
Oh, what's over here?
He's running them. All right, heading back to the house. But first, we gotta make a quick stop to do a little something.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
All right, sorry you had to see that. Not really though. That was fun. All right, I think we're gonna hunker down the rest of the day. We're gonna enjoy some family. So, you guys have an amazing, or I hope you had an amazing Easter. And we'll see you in the next video. Love you guys. The Easter Bunny is real.